Hello and welcome to a brief introduction to the CodeChat Editor. I've got Visual Studio Code opened and the CodeChat Editor plugin installed. On the left side in a dark theme is the typical VS Code IDE. On the right side in a light theme is the CodeChat Editor extension. On the right side you'll notice that we have a table of contents that allows us to lay out the overall flow of a program. On the far right side, we have an actual rendered source file, lexer.rs, some Rust source. And on the far left side in Visual Studio Code, we've got the same code represented as it typically appears in an IDE. Edits to the left side immediately render to the right side, and edits to the right side likewise immediately render back. Notice that comments are interpreted as markdown. The backticks, for example, indicates a monospaced font. The double asterisks indicate a bold font. And any comment is simply a rendered markdown. Let's change this to emphasis or italics just by changing the appropriate markdown. The CodeChat Editor also provides basic synchronization between cursor location and scroll position. So you'll notice on the left side as I highlight lines, they're also highlighted on the right side. As I scroll around, you'll notice that the scroll position has some synchronization, and the same is true on this side. As I select the line, you'll see the same line is selected here, and scrolling and selecting works over here as well. Likewise, any source file is simply a hyperlink. So to navigate to a new source file, I can click on any hyperlink and it opens the same file in my editor. Or if I change files in the editor, it will load the corresponding file in the CodeChat environment. In addition, the CodeChat Editor supports directly inserting GraphViz diagrams as shown here, and diagrams generated in Mermaid as shown here. Likewise, it's easy to insert images and also mathematics directly in your code. Likewise, hyperlinks provide an easy way to connect one piece of your code to another and can be followed as any piece of code would. Those hyperlinks are not restricted to simply locations within your source document, but they can also hyperlink directly to a resource like Stack Overflow. The CodeChat Editor is a programmer's word processor that encourages you to use images to express and capture your ideas, equations that document the way those ideas become implemented in code, and formatting like headings and hyperlinks to explain to another person why you've done what you've done in the context of an overall program tied together through a table of contents. Like JavaDoc and Doxygen, documentation generators that allow you to take comments in the source code to explain an API, the CodeChat Editor performs the same purpose but goes beyond API explanation and encompasses the whole program. Like literate computing environments such as Jupyter, it allows you to freely intermix prose and source code, but rather than simply documenting a script, the CodeChat Editor focuses on documenting the entire program. Instead, the CodeChat Editor is a programmer's word processor that allows you to fully document every aspect of your ideas. We're going to dive into this more in the following video. Thanks for joining me in this quick overview of the CodeChat Editor.